Hey, welcome back to Let's Players. I know it's been a little bit, and this episode is only about 6 minutes compared to the last one, which was like 8, and compared to all my Fire Emblems, which were like 2 episodes of 15. But anyways, that's not the point. This is like the beginning tutorial stuff, so it's gonna be kind of short, but it gets longer. Anyways, it took so long to get this far, because last weekend I tried to do a live recording, which failed spectacularly. There just wasn't I had the problem that I only had one sound card, because whenever I try to plug in my microphone to I had two different sound recording things. Let's get this right. I had 2 different sound recording things. I had the Hypercam, which I'm using now, and I forget what it's called, but it's really cool. If I remember the name, I'll tell you guys. And I set one to pick up what was coming out of my speakers, and one to pick up what was coming into my microphone. But since I only had one sound card, they would always switch into each other. Now, also, I see I have a little bit of a problem here. I'm going to have to change the region, but I'll get to that later. Anyways, here comes the most random cameo I have ever seen in any game, ever. Regus the Unicorn. I'm not sure if you can see these. Last episode turned out good, but maybe later. Anyways, so if you couldn't see that, all that really happened was a unicorn comes out of nowhere. I ask him where my uncle is. He says I haven't seen him. And that's it. I just talked to a fucking unicorn randomly, and I got 10 experience for it too. I got 10 experience to listen to a unicorn say, I haven't seen your uncle. Anyway, so I'll keep that Regus thing in mind. Unfortunately, I haven't filmed 3 episodes at a time, so you won't be able to see items I have or spells, but I remember what I have. Right now, in the far right, I have Cure, which I just selected. I have the Fawn spell, which tells me the red tap in the Chaos Talisman, and that red tap got struck by lightning. Ouch. Anyways, also unfortunately, since this side is cut out, you can't see a really useful tab action. It says what you can see, pretty much, what your entire army can see. If there's a red octagon, it means my own guys are getting hit by something, and if I click on it, it will teleport me to that scene of the action where I can check it out, see what's going on. If it's a yellow circle, then instead it would show, it shows an enemy. So there's the wizard face, which is essentially this really weird red, green, and blue face. And there's also the icon of any other enemy. Oh, it's a brownie! He sucks so bad. Brownies are funny in their shittiness, actually. I have a couple friends who play school with me, and the brownie has become a joke. Just because they suck so bad. Anyway, it's kind of weird. Normally the wizard's at this place of power, but for some reason he's not. But hey, it's a small map. There's also a really cool thing. The map's a loop. There's no edge of the map. Oh, there he is. There's no edge of the map. All it does is I just come back to where I was before. Anyway, so once again, in case you can't read this, he's just yelling at me and saying, I'll kill you. That's about it. Okay. But unfortunately, I kill him first. Not that that's unfortunate at all, but whatever. Okay. So this is a relatively short level. It's just letting you get the hang of it, and realizing it also shows you that there are other random ways to get experience, besides killing wizards, and you can pick up new magical items. What he dropped was a magical item called Tin Cal, which is a really useful item. It gives me, in a Chaos Talisman, it gives me Gorgon's Stare, which turns an enemy to stone, which is really cool, and if they're flying and they fall to the ground, they might shatter and die. In Law, it gives me Iron Skin, which makes my guys' skin iron, obviously. It increases their defense for a bit. And in Neutral, it gives me Spinny Disc, which is the most dangerous basic combat spell ever, because it bounces around, and if you hit it on a 90-degree angle, it will bounce straight back at your face. It passes through enemies, bounces off walls. Anyways, yeah, that was a really short level. But I'll just use the experience points they gave me to put one in a neutral talisman, so that I can put something in, I can put the tin Cal into the spinny disc, which is actually called Magical Sphere, I just like calling it spinny disc. Give myself a bit more mana and health, and then I'm off to the village of Fiddler's Green. Unless that was where I was. I'm off to some bar, which is really cool. It actually makes me feel like kind of a douchebag. Anyway, there's Zombie and Magical Sphere and Iron Skin. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that region thing, don't worry, it'll be fixed. But by the next... after the first 3 episodes, it should be fixed anyways, because I realized the problem. I'll fix the regions now, actually. Anyways, I'm running out of time, short episode, so that Gamer Mexican, signing out.